We love having people over, but we didn't feel like we could utilize our kitchen to have people over and actually enjoy it.
So preparing a meal prior to the renovation, as it was a nightmare. We
didn't really cook that much.
Yeah, we didn't. A lot of chipotle, I'll say that. It was a chipotle kitchen. It was a great chipotle kitchen. So hardly any counter space, no power. You can't use any like really good appliances. You had to just kind of do everything by hand, which is fine.
We had an extension cord that went from there to here. Whenever we wanted to cook something, we had to get out our extension cord. It was so annoying.
Yep. Yeah, so cooking was kind of few and far between, I'll say that. It was a pain.
And then it was always stressful because it was so small and we only had 2 counter spots. Like we would just bump into each other and it wasn't like super fun to cook together either. So it's so much better now because we have this counter space and it's so much wider.
One thing that we really do appreciate about working with Carlson Projects is how the team was just so proactive about working with us on the budget that we had. So, hey, we found this marble countertop and we love it. Well, Stefan and some of the other folks on the team were just kind of like, hey, that's a great idea, love your energy, but that's gonna be X amount of dollars way past your budget. How about this other option or these 3 other options? That happened a ton. We're so appreciative of that because we're young, we don't know the first thing about building kitchens, and so it was awesome to have a really collaborative experience. So when it comes to style, that was all Haley, so I'll let Haley take that.
I think the thing that I knew I was gonna like, but I absolutely love is this. So like opening up the wall, because I kind of had a vision in my mind of what we really wanted. I hadn't even thought about removing the wall, and you came in, you're like, hey, what if we took out this wall and put a breakfast bar here? I'm like, that would be so cool, and it would just open it up like crazy, but I love it. Also love the waterfall countertop, and I know that was something that I was like, I don't know if we can do it or not, and you're like, yeah, let's try it. And so this, and I also love the brick over here. I had no idea there was brick behind there. You just came in the first time, you're like, I think there's brick behind here, let's expose it. So I love the little details like that too. And the arch, getting it to match the rest of our house. It just brings it together so well, but also still has the old house feel that I really like.
I'll say there's probably 3 things that we really felt were the highest value with working with Carlson. The first was just communication and kind of the transparency. I kind of talked about it earlier with the back and forth of working within a budget, just being genuinely nice about, hey guys, you've never done this before, we have, here's some things, and obviously just communicating that in such a great way was so helpful to us.
And giving us really good alternatives too, like, you like this really expensive countertop, here's a lookalike, that's still good quality, but gonna be more in your price point.
Yeah. So then number 2, I would say, was just throughout the whole entire process of the questions that arose, as well as timeline and stuff. And construction projects are kind of notorious for timeline being tossed in the air, but you guys are super upfront with like, okay, this is exactly what's going on this week, here's the calendar. Yeah, we're a week, 2 weeks behind, but that's because of this cabinet delay or whatever, but it was just like...
You're never in the dark on anything.
Never in the dark on anything, and that was huge. Number 3 is obviously just the value that a kitchen brings. I mean, a kitchen in a home is where majority of, especially young couples, young families spend a ton of their time. And having a kitchen that not only raises the home value, but is also just raises the value relationally in the house. It's more of a community space now and a space of relationship. Hey, I'm Jake.
And I'm Haley.
And this is our kitchen.
And we love it.